Morning. Shoot. Make sure this is okay. Morning from Flint, Michigan. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. Hopefully I have audio. Okay, we're good with audio. Make sure we're good on Twitch. Yes, we're good on Twitch. Futures are way down today. Goldman Sachs, a bad quarter. Well, it's not good. I haven't even checked I kind of checked the stock market. I was checking it kind of on the way home because I had to take the children to daycare today. And I let them sleep in a little bit. But I heard BBIG is up 10%. That's good. I see that movement. That looks amazing. A lot of other things are actually down. You can see AMC is down at that $19 level. ZOM is down by 5%, down about a penny, almost 2 pennies. So not looking great for a lot of things in the market, but some things are looking pretty good. Again, BBIG 11%. AMC is down another 3.5%, almost down $1. What's happening with LRC? I haven't looked at LRC right now. LRC's down to 111. I mean, that creates a good buying opportunity. I mean, that's good for me because it's freeing up dollars for me so that I can put more and more into there. So what's specifically happening with LRC? I mean, it's just something that's getting hit by the downturn in the market. The markets are not going great for cryptocurrency. You could see here the overall market's down 1%, and things are falling in the last 24 hours. You have some things that are up. Cardano was up yesterday. That's actually, I think it's refreshing. So it was up in the last 7 days. Is up 28%, which is one of the few that's actually up quite a bit. You have Dogecoin that's up 13%, or you know what? It keeps changing. Every time I go down, it keeps changing. Let me just refresh the whole entire thing, because it changes like heavy to where it's 6%, and then all of a sudden it's now down 6%. So Cardano up 29%, 28% in the last 7 days. So yeah, it's one of the few that's actually up pretty high, while everything else is really falling. So it's not anything just on Cardano. It's just creating buying opportunities, I believe, for at least me. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. A lot of different things I'm looking at buying opportunities for. And as long as when I get to the point to where I have more money to spend, I will put it in. I'm looking at LRC and Krill because I believe both of those are coming back quite a bit. Let me refresh my my Coinbase Pro. So yeah, $1.10 for Krill. I'll take that any day. $1.11 for Loopring. Yeah, I'll take that. So then it's not picking and choosing which one is higher priced, right? You could even see OMG after hitting, I think, a level of like $7, decrease down to where it is now, $5.77. So there's a lot of things that are falling back. It's not just on LRC. Seems like a targeted FUD campaign. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, there's a lot of things that are falling. So I'm not going to say it's just a targeted FUD campaign and people are getting at LRC. No, that's not the case. There's a lot of people that are holding LRC, and there's some people that are selling LRC. It just makes sense. But what it's doing is it's freeing up some money for me, because now instead of, if I put 100 in there, it's going to be that much less, right? In order to buy in. I'm at work. AMC needs to hurry up and squeeze. Adulting is the most trash thing I've ever had to do. I hear you. Cancel culture. What about cancel culture? I see the cancel culture wheel in the house too. What does that mean? I bought a couple $100 of SHIB last night. It dipped lower. Yeah, I don't expect anything to just take off right away. There's very little opportunities to where you would see it, you would buy into it and automatically jumps up, right? A lot of times your investment is going to come down before it actually goes up. You just want to make sure you get it close enough to the bottom so that it doesn't come down to, stop you out. If it is a stock, then you don't want to get to a chance or an opportunity to where you get stopped out. You want to make sure you're at a low enough point to where you're not going to see that decrease. Now, if you have a swing trade or a long-term investment, then you have a different, risk to reward ratio. And also probably a different stop loss that you have on there. So you just need to wait it out. And, if you're patient, a lot of times the investments will play out for you. It may look horrible to begin with, because like if I go into my AMC, I think I'm down $3,000, $4,000 on that. Overall, I'm up on it. But I mean, right now with the investment, I'm down $3,000 or $4,000. Because he's happy early in the morning. Buy low, sell high, Loopring is low. Exactly. Crypto is being hit by shorters and hedgies. It's being hit by institutions that just decide to collapse the market. They're all connected together and they all communicate together. So when institutions have 1% or 2% of their investable money into crypto, that's millions or billions of dollars. It might be hundreds of millions of dollars at one time into different positions. And that's just one business. That's one institution. So when they all gather together and say, you know what, we're going to take these highs, we're going to start to trim the fat, instead of taking everything out, like they don't completely, take out all their investment. Let's say they have $100 million in there. They'll decide to take out 50 million of that 100 million, or maybe even just 20 million of the 100 million, find the low and then invest in at the low whenever we do end up getting to a point where all the institutions decide actually make their moves out. So institutions make their moves out. You don't have all of them making moves out, but you have people that decide that they're going to buy into the position, so then they buy into it and it slowly rises it, while other institutions decide, all right, it's my time to get out. They get out, drops the price. Then other people think that it's at its low again. So then they get into it and it rises up. What they do is they end up selling. So it's just a game of like cat and mouse, really. Right. So it's sad, but I've seen it, time and time again. I mean, they all work together. I'm gonna get some LRC payday. My Coinbase is finally accepting my payment info. Well, that's good. See the great crypto prices. Hurries to check bank account. Closest Coinbase. Over 30 million coins on Shiba. Or you're holding over 30 million coins on Shiba. I'm only down a little over 200. I can live with that for sure. Yeah, that's why when people say, hey, why are you not like heavily investing in Shiba? Why don't you have as much, Shiba as you do, Krill or Harvest Finance or whatever those positions are? Well, and I talk about this all the time, the fact that I believe this is long term and I won't put all of my eggs in one basket because anything could happen, right? I know that I believe that they're going to burn this as much as they possibly can, right? I don't know if it's going to be a developer level burn where they're going to burn 50% every year or 10% every quarter or 20% every quarter or whatever it ends up being. I don't know what that is. But I know that people will decide to burn it when it comes to gaming, when it comes to listening to music. It comes to my burn video, which if we needed to understand, my burn video is now at $457 and 98 cents with 29,000 views. So if you guys want to go and check that out and burn off some Shiba, feel free to go ahead and check it out. We get about 2,700 views every 48 hours. So that's not bad. It has gone up from where it was over here, seeing it at 2,000 views. I think it's probably because one of my videos actually blew up quite a bit. And I put the burn video in the beginning of it, and you have a couple of people that are clicking on that. But, I would love to see more and more activity in something like this. Remember, I'm going to create a final burn video that hopefully gathers hundreds of thousands of views, and I would love for it to get to millions of views. So that's what we're standing at right now, and that will be burned. I'll probably do it somewhere after the 20th, maybe like the 23rd or 25th or something like that. We'll figure out a date, and I'm going to burn it in the video of the new burn video so that people know that it's legit, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, you think AMC is going to $15? Please say yes. No hedgy. I want more shares on discount. I don't know. I would say that I see a strong support around that $19, $18 level, because you could see here the 200 EMA acts as a very, very strong support. But does that really matter if they're shorting the hell out of this thing? You know, you can see the last day that they had it, which was Friday, 66% short. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 70% short today. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't. It's very tough to say. We have 99 people here, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And anybody that says they do know, you know, you're kind of full of it. Because yes, we can see technical analysis, but does technical analysis mean everything, right? No, it doesn't, right? We look at what's going on here, and I'm just trying to find the best case scenario to where things resist from and have a support level, a strong support or resistance level, and that 200 EMA line is definitely it. It is definitely it. So Cardano is looking bullish. Yes, it was looking bullish for a while, especially for the last couple of days. Let's see, Cardano. Yeah, it's up to $1.54. And like I said in the Discord, I mean, it's starting to get back to, older levels, like where it was in the past. I understand it was at like $2 plus and then decreased down to, the levels that it was at, like 120 or something. But seeing that increase up to 150 is showing where it could be and how many people do still believe in the position. I mean, it's a $51 billion market cap coin, right? It's something that's been holding this level for quite some time. AMC calls. Wait, the AMC calls on the cheap. Trey said he made a million on calls during that $72 run. Yeah, he made a lot during that $72 run, but that's tough to say where it's going to play out. That's why, doing something that's like short term, where a lot of people are saying that's getting to 145 by a certain date. I ended up doing that. I got I think it was 2 call options for 145 for 3 months from now, or 3 months from then, which was December. And obviously December didn't really play out that well. But playing it out for a longer period of time would be great to see that actually play out for way longer. But the issue is that it's unknown when we're going to see that run again from where we are right now all the way up to 72 or $100. That would be phenomenal if we can have some options plays that we end up running with. But as soon as we see this at a level, if it does break that 200 EMA, then yes, everything comes back into play. Because I said that I'm not buying anymore. I'm going to sit on what I have. But if we see that break of the 200 EMA and it continues to drop down to 15, down to 10, down to lower and lower levels, I guarantee there's going to be a ton of people that decide to buy the position over selling this position. Because in order for that to get down there, they're going to have to be shorting this thing. Instead of 66%, it's going to have to be 85, 90% that they're shorting it, which is not impossible, apparently. I mean, I wouldn't have expected them to short this much, but they are. I know Shiba burn video by heart. The whole thing by heart, word by word. Did Matt do LRC already? Yeah, I talked about LRC. It's not something that's just falling because of LRC. It's because of the market. Guys, hit that like button. We have 44 likes. We have 126 people here. You should link the burn video on all your posts. I usually do it on the Shiba posts because most people won't even know what's going on if I post about something else. So if I post about, let's say, krill, there's people that are searching for krill and they don't care about what's in the description. Usually, the only videos that get any type of link to it, I know it always has like an end title, and that's usually where it'll pop up. But anything I do have with Shiba, I usually post it in the cards. Right in the beginning of the video, it'll pop up on the screen. Hopefully he sold those all. Well, yeah, I would imagine they weren't that far out. I'm pretty sure he sold all of them. That would be great if he did, which I would imagine he did because you know, the videos that he's putting out, you know, giving out $10,000 or something to waitresses or something like that. I did see that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's great to do that stuff, and it was a great video. But yeah, you wouldn't be doing that if, you know, you didn't make money from this overall situation, not only from the videos, but also, you know, from, you know, actually investing. Maybe I had a good night, Devin. Do you make money from lives, mate? I do make money from the live streams. It's very little money from the live streams. It's just because I don't play as many, like for the amount of time that people are here, I don't play as many ads, and most people don't really get the ads. So I don't make a ton of money out of it, but I make some, you know. There's some people that make way more, you know, you end up getting super chats and stuff, but I don't ask for super chats. You know, people give me super chats, like yesterday I got 2 of them. I appreciate it, but I'm not a person that sits here and asks for it. I'd rather have the community and have people as a member, and then eventually we shrink things down so that we only have maybe 200, 300, 400 people as members, and we can just communicate through the memberships, which are 99 cents. So if you guys want to join up, feel free to do so. Haven't made there. I read that. Spellcoin gonna get beaten up. Seems like everything's getting beaten up. I've decided I don't think I want the NFT. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay to house it. Yeah, it's great to start my portfolio this morning. Wait, it's a great start to my portfolio this morning. What are you up? Did I skip something? It looks like I skipped a lot. Are you a Safe Moon holder? Yes, I'm a Safe Moon version 1 holder, not version 2. Also, I wish they've chosen a different platform other than Wax. I got my Spider-Man NFT. Don't know what to do with it, though. I can look at it. Fire King, you got to pay to store it. I don't know anything about NFTs. I don't know too much about NFTs. I'm not really a huge NFT person. I know Gary Vee is. I watch Gary Vee, and he's always talking about how people need to get into NFTs, but never really like a full explanation. I think he has a video explaining it that I haven't watched. I just am not a big NFT person, but I sort of understand the concept. Microsoft to buy Activision. Really? Well, that's good news. Microsoft agreed on Tuesday to buy Activision, the video game making behind the hits of Call of Duty and Candy Crush, $68.7 billion in cash. Jeez. It's the largest takeover in Microsoft's 46-year history, and big bet future. Wow, that's insane. How's their stock doing? Not too hot. I mean, it's down. It's down about 2%, but still, I mean, over time, I mean, if I would have just held on to my shares of Microsoft all the way back in 2015 when I started investing, um, that would have been great. But that was how many years? So I had a hundred shares at 30 something dollars. I think it was. Yeah, it should have been like $30. It was 30 something dollars. I can't remember exactly when it was. It might have been 39 or 37. I had 100 shares then. I decided to get in there and just leave my money in there for a while and sold somewhere at the $50 level or so. But if I would have held on to that, that would have been pretty decent, you know, at $349, holding 100 shares, add 2 zeros onto that. That would have been pretty good, a pretty good return. But that's over, 7 years. That still would have been a long time, but it is a decent sized return, you know? So there's a lot of positions that I could have held on to, like Facebook. I had them at 150 and wanted to buy in again at 130, and, it's obviously where it is now. Kevin, Mr. Wonderful, loves NFTs. Yes. Activision is also in a sexual harassment case. Yeah, but it's Microsoft now. It's not. ETH is ridiculous. This is high to even move to your wallet. Yeah, I that's why I don't want to. I want to create a coin, but I don't want to do it under the Ethereum network. I'll tell you that. I don't want to do it under ERC20. Maybe the same coding, but I'd rather do it under Binance. Look at Activision stock. This shit's halted. Oh, Activision is the one that's actually moving. What's their ticker symbol? Yep. So yeah, it is halted. What happened this morning? Wow. From 60, 63 all the way up to 90, 91. Jesus. That's crazy. That's insane. Good morning. It's going to be a rough day for me today. I had to fire the cook at my restaurant. I'm stuck in the kitchen. Wait, why? Just wasn't doing a good job? BBIG jumped, but has been in the 450-ish range all morning. My average is over $6, so I'm still down. Yeah, I don't think I bought into BBIG. I think it was a quick trade and made some money off of it, but that's pretty much it. Good luck, Saber. That's rough. Yes, it is rough. A Binance Smart Chain, bro. Yes. I don't think I want to go through the whole process. I'm going to just miss out on this. Are you in safe? I said I'm a Safe Moon holder. A Safe Moon version 1. Nice dividend. Do they pay a nice dividend? Dividend yield. 0.72%. From here, I'll just frame my AMC and call it an NFT. Did you buy straight trades of BBIG or short it? I bought straight trades. I actually bought an option contract that I lost money on a while ago. But yeah, I traded straight trades. I don't typically short a lot of positions. I think I did with Tesla. I did that for like maybe 10 seconds. Shorted it and then it went down, and I ended up selling that buying back that short position, which I made $70 on it in 10 seconds. So I was like, all right, well, I'll do that. But anytime I see something that's like well, a different position. Like I won't short AMC, I won't short GME, and I know that you can find opportunities to make money anywhere, you know, seeing that, but I won't do it because one, you never know what could happen, and two, I'm holding the positions, I can't short it. So, not saying that I would, but I know people have their feelings about shorting positions. I'm not shorting something to death. I'm probably just going to do it in order to make a little bit of money, then get out of it, and no harm, no foul. I bought some baby Shiba on Pancake. Ready to lose it, but who knows? It might blow up. Yeah, you never really know. You don't. I haven't made $18 an hour in 25 years. You apparently don't understand how good the scrambled eggs are. You should migrate your SafeMoon to version 2, Matt. If you're holding version 1, it's not supported anymore. I know it's only $40 and it would cost me some money to do it, so I'm not doing it. And I'm going to see, even though it's not supported, I'm going to see what it can be. If I wanted to buy version 2, I would just buy version 2. I own 60 shares of BBIG at $4. I don't want to, I tell you the truth, I don't want to support something to where they completely change what's going on with that position, right? To where you have to basically sell it and convert it to less coins when you feel as though if everything would have played out right with the first situation, then you would have had those coins at a much higher price, right? So I don't want to do something like that, and I won't support it further. So if everything fails with SafeMoon version 1, I'm not going to version 2. It's just, it's pointless for you to do something like that, I think. So Activision started going again. It's up 35%, 36%. This will be a good thing to day trade. I'll tell you that. Great thing to day trade. Obviously, you want to see the little bit of a pullback, but it doesn't look like we're going to see a crazy pullback. A ton of volume in the actual pre-market. What do you think about Loopring from India? I like Loopring. Again, I'm holding Loopring. I'm thinking of this as a huge buying opportunity right now. A huge buying opportunity on Loopring. So currently Loopring is at $1.13, has increased from where it was, but this is a huge buying opportunity for at least me. I just have to find out. I would love to be able to find some free money right now, but I don't have free money until like a couple of days. So I look at it as a buying opportunity. You got beer and weekly bonuses. We'll see. That was your problem. You got your last cook drunk. That might be it. It's a small town, Kansas. All right, so let's see. What investments am I looking to make? Let's actually look at some bigger movers, negatively and positively, right? Wow, what is this? Proppy? It's down 35% at $3.46. I think I was looking at this. This is new to Coinbase, right? This is pretty much brand new to Coinbase, and you're seeing that it has 73.9 million coins that are out there, which is not a crazy amount. Currently at $3.45 with a $259 market cap. It did increase all the way up to 472. Let's look at it over a month, and you could see on the 11th is where you saw that first initial jump up to 350, decrease down to 240, and then increase up to 410. So a lot of times when you see that, you'll see it continue down. So that's surprising that you saw a massive increase over, the 16th through the 17th to the 18th, and seeing the volume up 677%. That's insane. But it is down over the last day. Over the last day, it's up 30%, but over the last hour, it's down here. So why did it say it was down that much? if it's actually up in the last day. I swear, sometimes I don't get these mass level data sets, I guess, because I'll go to anything that's had up, not by market cap. We'll go to anything that does have a huge change, and you see how that was down so much, and now it's up 30% because it just didn't refresh, I guess. But yeah, I mean, and what's the deal with this? If I'm going by this, why does this say 7? Sometimes just stupid. Yeah, look, changed 11%. So if we go back and we update this, it's going to say 11% now. Like, what is going on with Coinbase? Why are they so stupid? Yeah, I was gonna so what I typically do with a lot of things that are new on Coinbase, I'll actually go through a lot of these things and see if I like them. And I actually did go through a couple of them that may have had potential from here on out, where it did get launched on Coinbase and where it could go from here. And I usually put those on Patreon, but like I said in my Discord, I've been having a bunch of issues with even trying to post. I'm glad that I was even able to get a bunch of videos out last week because I was just super swamped with so many different things. Sorry about all the coughing, but it's not going my way here. Oh, no way I'm tripping acid at work. What? I don't know what's going on here and what we're talking about, but oh, Matt, thank you for all your insight and knowledge. I've mirrored my holdings after yours in my Coinbase Pro account. Well, you don't have to mirror everything after what I'm investing in because, again, people think differently. You know, the way I think, I might end up making my trade before you end up making your trade. You know, I'll get out of a certain position, certain amount before you end up getting out of a certain amount. So understand that you may not have the same results that I have just because you have all of the same stocks or crypto that I have. So I just wanted to let you know that. But it's amazing that you're able to buy any of these and create opportunity for yourself. Just make sure that you look at your positions, and when it comes to having some sort of a good increase, don't just hold on to it because I'm holding on to it, right? You don't have to do that. Take your position. If you see a 2 times profit or 3 times profit, take a certain portion. It doesn't hurt. I'm still waiting for my new Crow coins to appear in my DeFi wallet. Since 12:30 p.m. yesterday, what do I do? Did you buy them or did you like trade for them? Like I don't know what you did there. So a lot of times, like for me with Coinbase, right? I bought coins over on Coinbase and it said, "Oh, we'll let you know when the transaction is done," and it never let me know the transaction was done because the transaction wasn't going to be done. I tried to buy $5,000 worth of farm. I tried to buy $5,000 worth of I can't remember what it was. Something else. It might have been Gitcoin. Oh, it was Gitcoin. And that was before the run. So that was crazy. I tried to buy $5,000 of that. And it just didn't go through. And I guess that's to Coinbase's fault because they just didn't fill the order. You got to make sure the order's filled first. And I would say if you did trade it or transfer it from a different wallet or a different exchange or whatever, you probably are going to need to check to see if the address was correct because you might have sent it to an address that's not. You can't buy Wonderland on Coinbase. No, not yet. I don't know if they will allow it. You can buy it on gate.io. Converted Crow and sent it to DeFi. Yeah, you might want to check the like addresses. Did you send it to a Crow address? Because that's what I like to see is where I go here, and when I withdraw something or send something somewhere, it'll tell me if it's a valid SHIB address or Crow address or Loopring address. Hopefully that does help. I don't know. Thoughts on Algorand? I still like Algorand, but I like them to an extent. I'm actually going to move further away from these interest earning assets because I don't think right now I'm looking for a longer term asset because a lot of them are not moving more consistent like I thought they would, and they were before seeing that crash, a little bit of a crash. So I took money out of Cosmos at $44, and Cosmos is down to $40. It has decreased down to 36 and 34. But Algorand, I'm waiting for a push up to about $2+ to see that increase to about $6,000 before I take it out and put it into other positions. I probably will hold a small amount as we do see a pullback, but I probably will completely deplete that investment there and put that into another one. Same thing with Tezos. I'm waiting for Tezos to probably make a move up to about $9-ish, maybe 10, and then go from there. Ethereum 2.0, I don't believe I have a way of selling that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't have a way of actually doing anything with this. So it's just going to sit in here and actually be staked, which is okay. I can stake Ethereum and I can sit on that and, add to it and continue to stake it. And that's fine with me. But the other ones, I'm going to make a move in. I'm going to make a move out of and put it into other positions. Eventually. Do you think Wonderland will get back to $9,000 or $10,000 level? It's tough to say. I would say as we start to get closer and closer to people's maybe 1 year mark, no, I think we're going to see that decrease and people are going to unstake and, sell some of their position. I could tell you once I get to a level to where I know maybe I'm gaining $1,000 or $10,000 a day, I'm just going to take that as daily passive income. I don't care what's in there, and I could take everything out and put it places and all that stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out, slowly, and I'm just going to basically sit on what I have in there. And if it does decrease in price, oh freaking well. If it gets to like $100,000, I think my plan is going to change. We can see what's going to happen with Wonderland because I don't even know where Wonderland is right now. Let's make sure I can get. Let's see what I have. Let me actually go here first. So I have it connected. Let's see, calculator. All right. I can't get in right now, but we'll see. Stake Wonderland, it's 100% legit though. Plan to keep it around 1K for 1 year. Do you think Wonderland will get back to? So yeah, it's definitely tricky to say. How high do you see these Stellar going? I got like 300 coins. Stellar. So I had Stellar in the beginning. I actually sold it. I think it was, I don't even know how long ago. And that's XLM, right? Yeah. Stellar's current price is at 25 cents, which is a $6.2 billion market cap. I think it can definitely go higher. Just know that there's 50% of the supply that's out there. I had it in the beginning seeing the price, but didn't really factor in a lot of the market cap and seeing average. If I'm saying that this can go over average, who's calling me? Give me a second. Somebody's calling me. I don't know who's calling me. Car's extended warranty. Is that what you said? You guys are funny. So yeah, the thing I don't like about, I guess, XLM that I really jumped into was the fact that, we're looking at something that I don't believe has as much popularity as some of the other coins that are out there, but this one has over 50 billion coins in max supply. So can it make a decent sized move? Yes, it can definitely make a decent sized move and double in price. But the issue is that when you get up to that $1 billion stage, a lot of times I like to shy away from it unless it's something that has a lot of popularity, which I don't hear too much about Stellar. So that's why I decided to sell it. I believe it was somewhere, I can't remember where it was. It was somewhere around here as it was making its move up. But you have seen it up in this level of 70, 74 cents-ish, or even up to this 90-cent level back in January of 2018, right? So yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough. It might even, no, it had to have been somewhere here because that's where I started getting it. It was somewhere right here. I can't remember where I sold it, but it might have even been on the way down because I bought in at like 30 something and I believe I sold somewhere around the same price. So I didn't really make any money on it. It just didn't really show too much promise for me. But yeah, like I said, it has a little bit of potential. It's just once it starts getting up to that $1 billion mark, or especially $5 billion mark, it starts to get up to the top tier of where I believe average is. That's where I start to shy away from it. So, dude, AMC, what's going on with AMC? I talked about AMC. Looks like Activision is actually flat right now. Let's look at AMC. So AMC, yeah, it's down to $19, still at the same spot. Actually has increased a little bit. Has increased a little bit from where we were. However, like I said, I feel like this is going to bounce off of this level, and it's not going to be the most positive month. But next month, we should see a bounce off of the 200 EMA and actually see some positivity from what I'm thinking. Now, if they continue to short it and short it heavier, then what you will see is a break through that 200 EMA and get down to some of these lower levels, which would be phenomenal if it does because it creates buying opportunity. If it breaks below there, there's no way in hell that I'm not buying more and more and buying some really long-term options plays. Yeah, it wasn't spam. It was actually my mortgage company, so I'm good with that. I need a call back from them because I was trying to do something yesterday. Also signaling a short squeeze. BBIG is signaling a gamma squeeze signaling a gamma squeeze signal. Also signaling a short squeeze signal again. I don't think there's enough people for that. Yes, a gamma squeeze, we could see some big moves, but I don't think there's enough people that are into that are holding the position to actually drive shorts to cover, right? My thing is I have been doing this the same way since I've started with VVS. It's saying on CDC that it's still pending. That was vegan spam? What? Microsoft buying Activision. Yes, I did see that. We talked about it earlier. What do I think about SoFi? I actually wanted to get into SoFi a while ago as like a quick trade, and I actually called it out in my Discord as a play. It went from, I think it was 19 to like 24. I think that was it. Can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, it was somewhere around here, and it went up to 24. Yes, and I definitely saw this as a decent sized play, and I said, maybe some call options or just buying some shares outright and seeing a decent sized increase for a swing trade, and that's exactly what we saw. But I didn't stay in it. So do I see maybe a little bit of a bounce at close to where we are? Yes, the 200 EMA looks like a very strong point. It hasn't broken below that 200 EMA ever, right? if you're looking at the monthly chart. So it shows a lot of promise, a lot of potential, which you could see a decent sized move over the next, maybe if you get, a couple call options for a year from now, you would see something really big, and you don't have to hold it the whole entire time, but you can see something really big and actually make some money out of it. Ooh. Hey man, I have some SHIB and I wait, and have put it on stake in Binance. Is it a good decision though? If you can make money from the amount of SHIB you're holding, that's not a bad idea. If it makes it more difficult for you to sell it in the long term, then it's not a good idea. But for the short term, yes, make money for holding SHIB, because the point is that you want to be able to hold this for a long period of time, and where it's at right now is not giving you what you expected from it, short term, right? So I want to see millions of dollars, right, out of this position, but you're not going to see millions of dollars in the next month or 2 months or even a year, right? You'll see maybe millions of dollars in the next 5 to 10 years. So while you're holding all of that, because you physically want to hold it and want to hold it for that long period of time, you stake your Shiba Inu. That's not a bad idea. If you can make money from it, then it's great. Why is SHIB circulating supply currently still increasing instead of decreasing? Greetings from... Has it increased? Because if it has, I will be extremely excited. I didn't even know that. If it did increase from 549, if it didn't, I'll be upset for you getting me that excited. No, it's still 549 trillion. So if SHIB's circulating supply has increased, that means there's 40 trillion that's still left out there that could be added to the circulating supply that's in like the total supply. And if that's added in there, that means there's no more ability for them to dilute the actual price. So that's what I'm waiting for. But I would imagine that they're waiting for maybe this price to hit a certain level, right? When we see a massive run, they're going to add everything they can, and then they'll start burning a massive amount after they do that. So, yeah, that's why you would see that increase, is because if you look at CoinMarketCap and you go over to Shiba Inu, sorry for coughing into the mic. If you go over to Shiba Inu, you're going to see 589 trillion. So if they start really adding that to the pot, then it creates no more dilution, right? This in the past, but I've not heard your opinion on Elon. What's your take on that? Elon is tricky, right? If they introduce something, right, to where they're burning off all of the coins and things seem like completely legit, then yes, it's just too many coins. It's way too many. It's like I think it's 100 quadrillion or something, or is it it's something like that. It's let's see, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. So 1 quadrillion, where you have 100, or yeah, 1 quadrillion, which is basically the same thing as Shiba Inu, right? But then you only have half that's out there, and you still have some out there that's that can be introduced to the supply. Now, as I look into the position, yes, it creates opportunity, and you could see this grow more and more, but it's so iffy right now because it doesn't have the same like backing as Shiba Inu does, and it's just, I don't know, it's just too many coins altogether. If they burned off half, which I don't know if they have, because you're still seeing it in the max supply. Typically, if they burned off any, you wouldn't see it in the max supply, but you have to see some of this go, a lot of this go, in order to have any type of possible chance to get to the same level as what Shiba Inu is. So again, I can tell you that I had a free like $5. I guess I have to log in. I had a free $5 over on gate.io, and and I decided to put that in there, and I gained about like 5 million or something, or 4 million. So I'm holding on to it, $5 worth, and maybe in however many years it might be worth something. You never know, because what people like to do with a lot of these cryptocurrencies is copy others. So when you see Shiba Inu and they have a burn rate, what people will do is implement some sort of a bigger burn rate, right? Understanding that the developers may burn off some. Right? That's what I think will happen with other coins, and I don't know if it'll happen with Elon, but it's possible that it could happen, right? Anything could happen. So if you have a little bit of something, it's always great to have a little stake in something that you feel as though may blow up, you know? And then you're always wondering, you're always saying to yourself, oh, I should have invested more. Well, that happens with so many different positions. You could have invested more. Even if you invested $14 million, you still would say, I could have invested more. It's just how it goes. The human race is very greedy. Might think about moving platforms. BBIG up 17%. It has moved even more. We're all the way up. Yeah. BBIG is up 17%, 18% at the moment. So it's hovering around $4.80. This could be a really, really good day trade today. It'd be a really, really good day trade today. Just know that this could be a reversal, though. You could see it completely reverse after seeing that large increase. And a lot of times when you see it increase so much, just watch out for a trend reversal. You could see a continuation, though. It looks really strong on the volume. It looks really, really strong. Hope y'all make a lot of money off this BBIG play. Yeah, I hope you don't, just hold out forever. But yeah, I hope you do make some money out of it. Getting FOMO and BBIG, of course, most people do. Not me. I don't have any money to invest into the stock market right now. All the money that's in there is sitting in there, and I'm good with it. I'm saying don't buy it just because of FOMO. Yeah, you're right. And if you do buy it, right, there's a lot of times where people will buy it because of FOMO, and what you need to do is set a stop loss. If you lose $20 out of it, you bought into it and hoped that it would rise. And if it did rise, you gain money out of it. If it fell, you lost $20, right? That's what you need to end up doing. And discipline is what's necessary. A lot of people don't have discipline. So you can see this maybe pull back a little bit, right? And yes, it pulled away from the 200 or the 15 moving average. So you expect it to pull back there. The point is will it bounce off of the 15 moving average, which is looking like it's creating a buy heavy candlestick there. So yeah, it might bounce off the 15 moving average, or you might see a touch point at the VWAP there. So it's looking more like a bounce than anything. I'm gonna focus on other things. Any thoughts on talk of Citadel being out of AMC? Seems unlikely. No, I don't see that. I don't see that. Here we go. Yeah, so a lot of times when I make a trade, I'm looking at these important levels that we see here, and I think we're gonna see this touch back to the VWAP. It's definitely a possibility. It broke past it, but yeah, I mean, when it comes to AMC, oh wow, this is really decreasing now. I would say it's highly unlikely that they're out of the position. I would say it's highly likely that they're adding to their positions. Right, that's why I rock with you. So again, it's all about understanding discipline, right? I love when people find a way to, if you can, chase it and then be disciplined in that chase, right? A way to win in a situation is to be able to trade or live to fight another day, basically. Live to trade another day, right? If you buy into a position and you basically say, oh, it's going up, and then you hold on to it and it goes down a little bit, and you're like, oh, I'll hold on to it a little bit more. It goes down more, then it hits your stop loss, and you're like, I'll go down a little bit more. I'll let it go. I feel like it's gonna bounce. So then it goes down more and more and more and more, and you're like, well, now I just have to hold on to it. That's being undisciplined. You want to be disciplined and find that stop loss, get out of the position, and if it does go up right after that, it may hurt the soul because of the fact that you missed out on that opportunity of it going back up, but you were disciplined because there are so many times where that will reverse and go up, and there's so many times where it will decrease and go completely against you, and you'll have to wait it out. So you have to play it the right way. Be disciplined. I think that's the best advice that you can ever get, is getting into a trade and being disciplined. um, let's see. Fire King, you were right. That's why I rock with you. Um, when the Fed, wait, sorry, go back here. When the Fed raising interest rates bring the market down, it all depends how people react to it. So raising or lowering the interest rates, it all depends how people react to it. It's all about reactions. That's what it's all about. It's just like a business taking on, like a business buying out another business might see a 34% increase. But then also we'll see a dump depending on what people do at these moments, right? If people already were holding Activision, right, they were like, all right, you know what? Once it opens up, I'm going to dump this. And then they end up dumping it. So you can always expect something different. It depends on the reaction of people. I wasn't able to buy more BBIG. Now and lower my cost basis. I went from nine shares to 20 shares. My average is now $5.46. Well, that's good. Lowering that cost basis, that's great. BBIG is now the new, no. I might jump on BBIG if it pulls back later in the week. BBIG is definitely not involved in, yeah, exactly. Matt is doing long streams again. Thank you. I think BBIG is undervalued. I think it's a little undervalued, right? King, don't argue with me. Jesus. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit longer streams, and I did one a little bit longer today because I started late. Now I'm not going for forever. When it gets to maybe like a month from now, I'll probably be going from 7 to 10, I think, and that will be the end goal. And then after that, we might do something later, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe somewhere like after lunch, like 1 o'clock or something. I don't know. BBIG hitting $20 this week. I mean, that would have been amazing for my options play, but I don't have any options play anymore. Well, I have one in SOS, but tell you what, I need an SOS with that. You see what I did there? It's like wordplay. So SOS right now is currently at 85 cents. And I'm also holding 2,000 shares of SOS at like $4. So that is not good discipline. I'll tell you that, because it dropped down to like 3 in an instant, and it was not good. Your street said he was going to what? The street said you was going to go to 12 today. I don't know about that. I got to start getting ready for work. Let's see. Is it time to buy Polygon? Matic? Let's see where Matic actually is right now. It should be right here. It's still above Shiba Inu in the market cap. It's at $2.09. The high point that it has been at was around that $3 mark. Not for me. I think it does have a lot of growth potential, especially with all the typical hold time. It's just once we really start getting up in this level, I don't really like to make a lot of moves in positions that are up in these levels. So like a lot of my positions that I hold will typically have like, this is at millions of dollars of market cap. This is at millions of dollars of market cap. I believe that this is at it might be millions, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This is one of the only ones that's at well over $1 billion market cap. This is at millions of dollars of market cap. This is at billions of dollars of market cap. So there's not too many that I hold up in these higher levels, the amount that I'm buying that has billions of dollars of market cap, right? It's actually in the millions just because I want to see a lot of potential, something that I can get in from the ground floor and watch it grow, on the way up. So that's really what I'm looking for. Okay, let me see. Give me a second. Let me log in. Let me log in to see my, oh shoot. To see what my gate.io is doing. I want to see what Pallane is doing. Okay. Okay, perfect. And I want to fund this account more. I want to see what Pallane is doing and where that's going to go. It's down from where it was. I'm still up on my overall investment. That's great. I still have my Safe Moon version 1, and I have Elon in here that I ended up buying 4 million of. So yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. I think as we look through my accounts, $23,315. Maybe we should get to the open and go like 15 minutes into the open to see what the open does for the stock market. But the crypto market, a lot of things in crypto are pulling back. It's not really looking amazing. It's just okay. Are you still bullish on farm? I got at 130. Didn't buy more at 80. Yeah, I know. I bought more at 90, but I couldn't buy. I wanted to buy $4,000 worth, which would have gotten me about 40, a little over that. But ended up buying 10 more because they let me buy 10 more. And yes, I do see a lot more potential in farm, but know that it's quick movements, right? So there's a lot more potential where it could go to 200, 280, 300, 350, right? 400, all of that, but it's going to be fast movements that we see with this position. The point is with this is that it's actually, it came back quite a bit from where it was because it did end up increasing up to about 170, seeing a decent sized increase. And those are quick movements because it went back down to 130. So you have to basically get in and get out and get back in and then get out and then get back in and get out. Day off, Matthew? No, it's not. I had to drop off the kids, so I just spent a little bit. I usually like to spend about an hour and a half or something. So on the streams. So I'm going to go ahead and just check the open and see what we do in the market open to see where things are going. I want to see how Activision is going to run. And also look at some other positions. We can look at BBIG. I was gonna say maybe we can create a playlist, but we'll just check some things out and see what's actually moving. You know, because GameStop's down to 100, 116. AMC is down to 19. You see ZOM that's down a decent level. I just want to see all of these things start to skyrocket, but the stock market really is not running in the right direction, I would say. Yeah, I want to see what Activision does right from the start, and also BBIG. I want to see what they're doing from the start. All right, so we're open in about 1 minute. Or about 15 seconds. You know, Matt might be like Tommy from Martin. You don't know what I actually do? What? I don't think anyone hates stretchy pants. What are we talking about here? Just sleeped. I've been looking. Oh wait, I have been looping Shiba burn video at least 8 hours a day. Well, that's amazing. You don't have to do that. Look, we're seeing it come back. Look at BBIG. Look at that. We might see a little bit of a bounce. You always see some sort of an extreme to one side before you start to see a bounce, unless it's a continuation of a downtrend, because there's a lot of things that are decreasing, and you could see an add-on to that. So if we look at Activision, that's staying pretty much the same. Not really moving too much. It is moving a little bit. Let's see, BBIG. All right, we're starting to see some positivity here. Here we go. There's a jump. About to break that barrier. About to break through what we saw in the pre-market, the high in the pre-market, which was 487. Up. Oh, it's coming back. People see it at those highs and take profit. Let's just hope we can see a bounce off of this. I do want to look at AMC and see what AMC is doing. Currently down 4%. It's down to $19.73. GME is down to 112. I bought LRC at $2 because of the support GameStop partnership. Should I buy the dip? Not financial advice. Well, I won't say if you should buy the dip, but I'll tell you that I'm buying the dip. I'll tell you that every time I'm buying the dip. Every single chance I can get, I'm buying the dip. I might actually, I have to see my bank account and see if I have anything. Why are these cats fighting? Cats probably were fighting right behind me. But yeah, I'm going to buy the dip quite a bit. So, yeah. We're seeing AMC really dip here. Look, it's down to $19.40. Again, it could really get to that 200 EMA. The 200 EMA sits at about 18 something, 1850 is what I'm seeing here. So if I actually hover directly on it, it's like 1875 or so. So if we see it down to that level, we should see a bounce. I don't think we should see it really break that level, but we should see a bounce. But it looks like we're trending down quite a bit, down 5%. Almost 6%, 5.5%. I'm showing PayPal down 1.43%. Bad kitties. Yeah, pretty much. All right, now we're starting to see a little bit of a recovery, maybe. We got all the way down to 1926, and that might not even be the low. This might be a false, yeah. This might be a false break. Matt has a cat fight ring. That's how he makes his money. Hey, look. Don't give out all my secrets. No, I don't do that. I love my cats. Carl is great. Carl doesn't instigate the fights. It's Daisy. I don't know why. Who are LRC's competitors? Not many. I mean, there's always coins and companies and things that are deciding to do the same thing because it works, right? To implement the same process because it works. That's just how it goes. It's just like you think of like Apple and Samsung, right? Apple, in the beginning, Apple used, I think it was like 30%, or it might even been more than that. 30% of like the iPhone was made by Samsung products. And and that's like a huge battle between the two. It's Samsung or iPhone, and Samsung or iPhone use Samsung's product. I'm kind of biased because I use Samsung, but they're always stealing from each other. So it's the same thing that you'll see. What is LRC? It's Loopring. GameStop down to 110. Yeah, and look at AMC. It's down to $19, $18, 18. $19 is where it's hovering at. That's crazy to see. I was gonna say I think we might see a bounce soon. I'd say this is way oversold. At this point, this is way oversold, where a lot of day traders would probably make a move into and wait for that to push up. And if it doesn't, they would get stopped out. See, yeah, that's where you end up making a move if you were day trading. Now, not saying that you day trade AMC, you can do whatever you want. But if you were, that would be the place where that's completely oversold, and that's where you would have made that investment. Now, it could always come back, but I definitely see it finding a touch point. I don't know if it will stop at this touch point, but I would probably take partial if I was doing that, and then also wait for it to get up to the 15 moving average back to earth, right? And the 15 moving average might end up being somewhere around here. So as this is coming back, you might end up seeing the 15 moving average as you go through a couple of minutes, and it'll get back to here. But you're starting to see more and more of a downtrend. That's insane. Wow. Yeah. See, if like the example, if I was day trading that position, I probably would have gotten stopped out somewhere around there. But again, not day trading. Man, I wish it was payday. Yeah, I know. Sold my Ethereum. Wait, sold my Ethereum at a profit because I think we are in a bear market and the prices will fall. Smart move or bad move? I think if you see it as a smart move, I mean, I think it's a smart move, but most people will just, or a lot of people will just dollar cost average down. Now, if you don't have the money to do that and you feel as though it's better for you to just take out your money and put it in at a low, then yeah, go ahead and do it. But for me, anything that I'm holding in Ethereum or anything that I'm holding in any position, I'll just dollar cost average down. I know that this is not the highest portion or highest point that it will get to for a lot of these positions that we're holding. So seeing the potential of where it is, like say Farmcoin has been down to $80 or $100, and $150 is where it's been, like close to those lows, right? $150 down to $80 where it's been at those lows. The high point is $400. So I'm not going to sit here and sell at 150. I'll sell, at 400. But when it goes lower, I'll cut a dollar cost average down. I'll add more. So it's totally up to you. I think it's a good move, but you can also make another good move by just dollar cost averaging. I know payday's going to be crazy. So no one's talking about this thing rocketing on the 21st anymore, huh? Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, anything could happen, to tell you the truth. We saw it at $4 and $5, and all of a sudden it just freaking flew, right? In a matter of hours. So anything could happen. Just understand that. But I was never talking about that from the beginning, because I actually think we're going to see positivity next month, not this month. I mean, it probably will happen towards the end of this month, but it still will be a down month when we look at the overall candlestick from, I believe, 40 or something. It might have this candlestick here. So from 29 all the way down to the low where it is now at 1881. Again, we're going lower and lower. I don't know if we will break that 200 EMA, but it's looking strong enough that we're going to break it. Here we go. Green candlestick followed by another indecision candlestick, a spinning top. That's usually a good sign. Huh. There's definitely some massive shorting that's going on there. I can't wait to see what the numbers look like today. You know, seeing 66%. If we see more than 66%, I will lose my freaking mind. Like if we see them shorting 70%, that means at some point they may end up getting to shorting 90% of the overall volume in one day, which would be absolutely insane. We're starting to see some positivity. Yeah. So that does indicate a good sign. Start to see some. So usually you'll see a movement to one side, a hard movement to one side. You're seeing a lot of green candlesticks, which is definitely a great sign. So yeah. Yeah, if you look at the amount of short volume on Chart Exchange, you're going to see that the last day, which was Friday, they shorted 66% of the total volume. 21st of the month was going to be the day Jesus came back. Honestly, this community is hilarious at this point. Yeah, I don't ever fall into a lot of these dates where people are like, oh, you know what, this is going to happen. We're going to see this happen on this date or this happen on this date or whatever. And then they have to change everything. I don't ever give out dates. This is probably the closest I've ever given out to a specific thing happening. And it's next month. I think we're going to see some positivity, a bounce off the 200 EMA. I think that's the closest that I will give to giving out dates. And if we don't see that, we're going to have to look at a lot of the information there and like kind of reassess, understand why it didn't end up making that move. And again, the reason why it could potentially not make that move is because the shorts get more aggressive, which I don't see how they can physically get more aggressive than 70%. I mean, 80%, but that's ridiculous, right? 80 or 90% is ridiculous. All right, now we see that break of we're probably going to see a pullback off of the 15 moving average. We could see it break through it though. But typically when you have a certain level, a lot of people will pull back, but it looks very, very strong. But it's definitely fighting that mark. It's definitely fighting the 15 moving average. There we go. It broke it. There we go. We got a break. How long do you think the market will keep losing its value? It's that's tough to say. As long as they keep shorting positions and liquidating their positions at institutions and hedge funds, I mean, that's how long it will end up keep moving. But a lot of things look like they actually have certain support levels that I'm thinking are going to be pretty decent size support levels or strong support levels. Yeah, we're seeing that pull back off of the 50 moving average. There we go. I was gonna say I don't know what's going on. Internet's dying or something. So, anyways, I was gonna end it at 9:45. So hopefully we can get through these next 2 minutes. But currently Activision fell just a little bit. It's kind of flat. I wanted to look at Microsoft. That's down. Has saw an increase from a low point of 302 all the way up to 308. So that's good to see. BBIG is up 22%. So actually increasing more, got past $5.14. That's amazing to see. If you did find this at a level to where you probably bought in now and saw a decent size increase, you could have gained a lot just off of day trading it. So yeah, thank you, Dwight. Dwight is, I thought it was Schrute, but it's not. It's Sheeped. We haven't had a green day in a long time. Yeah, I know. We haven't. For GME or AMC, it's been a while. They've been shorting it so much. That's what they do. They keep shorting it. Again, like if we bring up chart exchange before we end up going, before we leave, we bring up chart exchange. This is something that I keep an eye on all the time. I keep an eye on every day to understand what's going on. But the last day, which was Friday, 66% short. 66%. That's ridiculous. And the average over the last 30 days was 58%. So know that they're attacking this thing as much as they possibly can. And it sucks. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this community. I appreciate it. And for sending super stickers, for, being members. And it's Shooty. Oh, sorry. I thought you were like making fun of the office name, like Dwight Schrute. But it's Shooty. Okay. Sorry about that, by the way. But thank you for the super sticker. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Loopring is a good coin. I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully your investments go well. And I will catch you guys in the next video and stream.